What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JB Sports back again with another one. As we know, last night Michael Carpenter reported that J. Rock Williams and Jarrett Hurd both signed their contracts to fight on December 14th at the Barclays in Brooklyn, New York. The borough is going down. You know, for the unified, it's gonna be a unification fight. As both of J. Rock Williams' titles will be on the line, and it's going to be interesting to see how it transpires, man. But J. Rock Williams was on his Twitter today saying that Jarrett Hurd has not enrolled in VADA, and if he doesn't enroll in VADA ASAP, the fight's not happening. And as we all know, J. Rock Williams said shortly after he defeated Jarrett Hurd that from now on, any fighter that was going to get in the ring with him will have to be enrolled in VADA. So he's been stating that, and he's staying true to form. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But he's saying basically Jarrett Hurd is slow dragging on getting enrolled in VADA, and he said he's not having it. So he's not giving just lip service. He's saying this is how it be. I'm the champion. I'm calling the shots. And we'll see what happens. You know, as both fighters have signed their contract, so it must be some kind of language in the contract saying, hey, if you're not enrolled in VADA, you know, ASAP, and all the way from when the contract signed all the way up to the fight week, that the fight, and if you renege on that and don't do that, then the contract's are null and void. Maybe that's the language in the contract, and that's the reason why J. Rock has came out steadfastly and said, hey, man, if you don't enroll in VADA, you know, the fight's not happening. We both signed the contract, and I got the language in the contract. You need to look over that contract, you and your people. Maybe y'all looked over, didn't read the fine print, whatever the case may be, but if you've got to be enrolled in VADA ASAP, or the fight's not happening. So we'll see what happens, man. I don't know what kind of language maybe gives him an escape clause, because like I said, Michael Carpenter was reporting that both guys had signed the contract. So obviously the drug testing language would be in that contract. So we'll see how it plays out. As we know, the first fight was a great fight, one of the best fights of 2019. They fought in Jarrett Hurd's backyard. J. Rock Williams dropped them in the first half of that fight. Almost knocked him through the ropes, man. It was a good knockdown, man. As he surprised a lot of people. I didn't think he had the power to actually hurt Jarrett Hurd, but he proved a lot of doubters wrong, and he was able to drop him. And then after that, he was able to actually out-physical Jarrett Hurd, as he was able to out-muscle Jarrett Hurd, which was surprising. That's not what I was expecting. That was kind of surprising me, just like when Terrence Crawford was able to out-muscle and out-physical Jeff Horn. We thought, Terrence would be able to out-box him, but we thought he might have a problem with Jeff Horn's physicality. But he showed everybody in that fight that he was just as strong, or probably he was actually more stronger than Jeff Horn in that fight. And that's the same thing that J. Rock Williams was able to do against Jarrett Hurd. So Jarrett Hurd's going to have to, maybe come with a different game plan. Maybe try to box a little bit more, or a lot of people, a lot of his people, I think it was one of his former trainers was saying that they were thinking, I don't know if it was his former trainer or some of the people that supports him, they were saying that, maybe he needs to take a tune-up, fight, and maybe work on his boxing and quit trying to come straight ahead, eating 2 or 3 punches just to get inside and work your inside action, taking all those punches just to get inside. Maybe you should maybe jab your way inside and use your height a little bit more. And become a little bit more technical, and quit trying to just think you can walk through punches from guys that are naturally smaller than you. So that's what a lot of people are saying. But Jarrett Hurd is going to exercise his rematch clause and actually going ahead with the rematch. So maybe he feels that he can work on that technical skills and get a little bit better and do what I just said he needed to do: jab his way in, use his height, Once he get in, go to the body and then work your inside game that you're so well to do, But and overwhelm him with your velocity and your volume of punches. Maybe he could do it that way, or maybe he feels this way. Maybe he said, look, I just maybe underestimated J. Rock Williams. I didn't think he was that good. I thought I had been in the ring with better fighters. I thought this was gonna be actually an easier fight than a Tony Harrison or Ergelana Lara, or fighters of that caliber. And I underestimated him. And I was fighting in my hometown. I had pressure on me fighting in my hometown in front of family and friends, and I just didn't rise to the occasion. But now that we're fighting in New York, a neutral venue, You know, I'll be more focused, more motivated. I won't take him lightly, and I'll implement the same game plan I implemented on Tony Harrison, who was a very skilled fighter, but I was able to wear him down and stop him in the second half of the fight. And the same with Israel Lara, a very technical Cuban fighter. I was able to walk him down, drop him in the 12th round, overwhelm him with my volume of punches and my size, and eventually win a decision over him. So maybe he feels he just wasn't focused and wasn't properly prepared for what J-Rock Williams was bringing to the table. But anyway, we'll see what happens, man. They're matching up on December 14th at the Barclays. It'll be on Fox regular TV. And it's going down in Brooklyn, the borough. This is JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. I'll holla.